Welcome back to another video. Hey, last video I left off on filling the coolant system. I had mentioned I have this funnel tool that I need to purchase a part for. I'm gonna find out I was using it completely wrong. So what I needed to do is place this into the radiator, turn down the cap, and then I have my filler neck. Everything else will be overflowing. So I just press this there. This is the style cap. If you look at my original cap, it look about the same shape and size. What I do is just put this on, twist it so it gets tight. So it's pretty secure, pretty on there, and then you just put this on top. And what this does, it allows it. It's a little plunger, goes in a hole, but this allows you to fill up the system. And so when you're running the coolant system and trying to get to the point of the thermostat opening, this will burp it out and it will let the air bubbles come out through there here, through the funnel. The good thing is too, this is the highest point above your engine. Even though I got my vehicle jacked up at the moment, this will allow it to, if there's any air or any air in the system, to come up and it will release up here in the funnel, not making any splashes and not making any messes. You can do it without this. I've done it before where you just keep the cap off and you just kind of burp it, but the thing is it makes a mess and then I gotta clean it up. But this is a nice little system. I was looking at on Amazon, and I was trying to find this company again that I bought this from, and it went up to $10, but there's still a lot of them that you can buy for under $20 for this kit. Very easy, you can use it on any kind. This is the easiest way to bleed coolant properly, because you don't want any air pockets, and what air pockets do, it makes it the cooling system get hotter than it's supposed to, because the air will get hotter than the coolant itself, and this allows for no air to be in the system. Alright, it's got most of the air out of it. You still see some bubbles when it's trying to bleed. Right now I'm just gonna look for any signs of leaks before I start it. Just make sure everything is working. Then afterwards, what you want to do is run the vehicle with the heater on. That also gets the heater core up. What it does, it allows the thermostat to open and also pushes the coolant throughout the whole system, making sure that there's no bubbles throughout the whole system. Like I said, if air gets trapped in here,
it's a little loud, but it's running. As you can tell, it's pushing out more bubbles. I'll get back when I get to operating temp. Here it's starting to bleed out. You can see the bubbles. It's a good sign. It means the thermostat's opening. I'm going to turn on the heater on here in a little bit, just to make sure that it's going through. But that's a good sign. It's pushing out the air and it's burping itself out. The fan just stopped, but it kicked on. So you know the fan switch is working. Still burping itself out just by a little bit, but it's a good sign when the fan switch is working. I'm going to turn on the heater now, get the off temp.
got a little leak right there. I didn't put any on tape. That's my bad. It's so little. Yes, it would drive me nuts because I know it's there. The other thing too, I'll show you right now. Underneath my drain plug, it was leaking earlier. I cleaned it off and now it's not, so maybe everything expanded back. But it was a little spot. It is wet. It's probably because where it was draining the other day. I'm gonna keep my eye on that too. This is how easy cleanup is. Put the plug in it. There's a little bit of drip, but it's not here. And just pull the plug and then it leaves a little mess, but nah. So I let the vehicle do 2 heat cycles, one with the heater off, making sure the thermostat open, which it did. I saw a lot of air bubbles, which you saw. So that's a good sign. 2, I can see when I put the cap back on under pressure, how those leaks hold up, because this isn't pressurized right now. So I'm gonna check that, and if it's a lot more, I'm gonna address that issue. But again, it's a good system to have. It's relatively cheap and ensures that you get all the air bubbles out. I was trying to run it first with the heater on and wasn't getting the op temp fast enough, so I shut it off, let it get to op temp, got the fans to kick on, and then I turned the heater on, and then it got to op temp again, and it was pushing a lot of the bubbles at that time as well. So the system is bled. Back in the garage after a weekend. So what I ended up doing, I took everything apart to figure out that leak that I had mentioned earlier, the little drain plug. What I ended up doing is dabbing a little bit of RTV on the threads, letting it sit realistically like almost a week, and then I put everything back together. The way I bled it, as I said, was with my funnel kit. It's just a little mess I need to clean up. Put it on top, bled it without the heater, and then I turned on the heater, let it cycle, made sure the fans came on, made it up to operating temp. Then I let it run with the cap on, get up to op temp, no leaks. I am happy that it's completely done. Ready to go back on the road. I need to get it tagged, I need to get it inspected, just putting it back together, so I'm excited. I may need to drain out the fuel in this, or maybe just go get a fuel stabilizer and, you know, just give this thing a nice touch. Nice, my bad, just speaking too fast. Nice run through, making sure everything's good for inspection, and then get it back on the road. I miss driving this thing. I'm starting on another video, after this. Thanks for joining me for another one. Please like, comment, subscribe. The next one I'm going to be putting in is ADI, as Jordan Distributors Inc. And they provide a push to start button and also a tracking device. I live in Washington, DC. I hate driving my car downtown because realistically, if you know, 90s Hondas are easily stolen. And so I just want to put some extra safety features. So stay tuned, and that will be in the next video.